Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Nice to see people joining.
Yes, it's a Friday, or it's a Thursday before the holiday.
It feels sort of like Friday.
Feels like Friday, yeah.
Or there's a wanting it to be Friday.
Yes, yes. Well, I have a lot to do between now and Friday, so I guess
Oh, I know. I'm
I'll
just
stick with Thursday.
up.
Okay, well, welcome to everyone. Good morning. So happy to have you here for our Thursday morning Mind the Moments gathering, brought to you by Harvard Program Healthcare and Tufts Health Plan. This is a place where we invite experienced mindfulness instructors to speak with us about what mindfulness means to them and to discuss as a community how we can incorporate these practices into our daily lives. I'm Suzanne Rowe Palacino, and I am delighted, as always on Thursdays, to be here with Tara Healey, founder and director of Harvard Pilgrim Healthcare's mindfulness program. Good morning, Tara.
Good morning, Suzanne, and good morning, everyone. On the Thursday before a long holiday weekend, it's really a delight to be here with all of you. And just what a gorgeous morning. I feel like this is such a nice way to kind of carry us into the weekend. The air is so cool and crisp and the sun is out and just feels good.
Yes, it feels like the perfect weather for this time of year.
It does.
Yeah, and we were just talking about how we're looking forward to this weather sticking with us. It's supposed to get into the 80s this weekend. So if you're in this area, hope you enjoy, or wherever you are, hopefully it's sunny. So today, Tara will start us off with a question, as we always do. And she'll share some thoughts with us, and then we'll go right into at least a 12-minute guided meditation practice.
Yeah.
And guided as well as a little bit of silent time. So we'll have the opportunity to practice with both. And after that, we'll have some time for questions or just any sharing of information. So if you go to the bottom of your Zoom screen and open up your chat, and when you do that, you have a blue drop-down menu at the bottom that you can click on to choose everyone. And that will allow everybody to see your comments as you type them. So, and then we have our questions. So Tara, what do you have to offer us this morning?
Yeah, so as a way to start, for anybody that was with us over the past couple of weeks, we're going through the senses. And we did, a couple of weeks ago, we did scent and what's a scent that it has appeal or brings up or evokes a memory. And then we did sound first and we did scent last week. So if you were with us over the past couple of weeks, it was what's a sound that evokes a particular feeling or memory or and today, as Suzanne and I were kind of processing through, what senses are left and what do we want to tap into? We thought that the tactile sense would be a good one. And so the sense of touch and that tactile feeling. And, in mindfulness practice, tapping into the sense experience is quite important because usually one of the senses evokes something and gives us an opportunity to see how we're relating to that thing. And of course, it's more challenging to relate to some of the difficult experiences around our sense experience. So we're going to keep it positive today as we move into the long weekend. And what's something tactile, a sense of touch that evokes kind of a pleasant memory or a pleasant experience, just the touching of it itself brings up a particular feeling of goodness or joy or and so I love it that they're already coming through. It's funny because I said to Suzanne when I was thinking about the question for this morning, I just happened to be listening to a meditation teacher. It was somewhat random, but her whole talk was on the sense experience. And so and I was also able to tap in right away to the tactile sense. So, Suzanne, for you, what is something that you particularly like to touch where it evokes something in you?
Yeah, so someone's already mentioned about their dog. That's exactly where I went. My dog's ears are so
Yeah.
soft, and that's just something that I I love to touch.
Well,
And the thing that came to mind was
yeah.
being in bed and having my comforter around,
Oh,
just that cozy feeling of
yeah.
having my comforter around me, especially if the room is cold.
Yeah. Nice. Well, the
Um,
very first thing that came to me as I was kind of considering this question last night, was my dog's ears, and just especially the ends of his ears, which are, and this is a dog. He's no longer with me. He passed away a few years ago, but he just was a total love bug. And so I can so quickly kind of call up that feeling of love, really, and the tenderness and the softness of that. The other thing I think about too that I kind of love is fleece. I love the feeling of fleece because I
mhm.
think similarly for you, Suzanne, the just a sense of warmth, and yeah, it's a
Mhm.
feeling of kind of coziness that, yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
Um, so
Oh,
there's a couple of dogs, a cat, patting my cat, stroke my left arm with my right hand to calm myself
oh,
down.
wow,
What
interesting.
a nice way, we all need to find those kind of ways of so
Yes,
it's almost like a
yeah,
child knowing how to calm themselves. It's so nice.
yeah,
Holding the hands of your niece and nephew. Oh,
yeah.
massaging my grandson with lotion. Oh
Oh,
my gosh. My kitty in a soft blanket. Oh gosh.
yeah, I know. So nice. And
Feeling.
to really, as Rick Hansen, I want to say he's like a neuropsychologist, but he talks about taking in the good and actually savoring these experiences for 30 seconds, just 30 seconds, actually creates some changes in the brain, doing this repeatedly over and over again.
Mm.
I don't know, have you heard that, Suzanne, about Rick Hansen's work? And yeah,
I've heard of it, yeah, but I haven't
yeah. I mean,
dug
he's
into it.
easy Google on YouTube, but taking in the good and the experience of actually holding the feeling. And this is where mindfulness is really supportive and helpful, is that with any of these experiences that impact us, that there's an opportunity to start training the brain toward the positive or the goodness, and really just savoring it. He calls it savoring the something. I can't savoring the good. It could be as simple as savoring the good for
Mm,
30 seconds, a minimum of 30 seconds. So using the practice of mindfulness to really kind of hold the experience and feel it physically as well.
mm, yeah,
Um,
makes sense.
yeah. And it also, it's sort of oh, with his son, Janice, yes.
Mm,
Yeah. It's a really good one. Yeah, and kind of sweet to hear their back and forth. Yeah, he's great. And yeah, so I think let's go ahead and move right into a practice. As Suzanne said, it'll be guided about 12 minutes, but I do offer a lot of periods of silence. So allowing you to really see where the mind is going, and on your own, just escort your attention back to whatever anchor you're using, whatever you're using to help stabilize the wandering mind. It could be breath sensation, sound, could be a different body sensation, palms resting on the thighs or along the back of the body. So you have options if breath isn't working for you today. But so let's go ahead and move into a posture, either standing or sitting. And make any micro adjustments so that you're sitting in a way that is upright and engaged as opposed to leaning back on a chair, so that you need to hold yourself up. And see if you can soften the body around the spine. Let the shoulders release. And go ahead and surrender your weight into the support of the surface. So whether you're standing, which is a fine posture, or sitting, surrender into the support of the earth below. And letting go of what's happened so far this morning and releasing anticipation of what's to come. So bringing the mind and the body together. And allow yourself a deep breath or two, making the exhalation longer than the inhalation, just as a way to settle any surface tension. It's often a helpful way to begin. So on your own, do either 1 or 2 breaths. And on that exhalation, again, allow a little more surrendering into the support, just letting the body go, yet maintaining an engaged spine. Noticing how the body is this morning, what sensations are being known. And that could be anything really, from a tingling or a pulsing or a temperature. And just receiving, whether it's pleasant or unpleasant. And taking a moment to notice sound, either in the room or outside of the room that you're in, with just a soft mental note, hearing. And allowing sound to remain as it will in the background. Bringing awareness back inward. And starting to look for something to help stabilize the wandering mind. So something that you can return your attention to. So that could be breath sensation, anywhere in the body that you notice it. Rise and fall of the abdomen, belly, chest, air entering and leaving the nostrils. Or it could just be the simple movement of the body as you inhale and exhale. So it's really, the idea is that feeling the sensations of breath anywhere in the body that it's most noticeable to you and easy to connect with. But it's also fine to use sound. So you could even open up awareness to include the rising and passing of sound in the room or outside of the room. You could also use points of contact with the back of the body or the palms of the hands on the thighs. So go ahead, take a moment to see what's going to be most supportive of you this morning. And selecting that anchor that you'll use for the remainder of the practice, just returning the wandering mind to over and over again. And I'll be quiet for the next few minutes. And noticing where the mind is, soften the body and return to your anchor. Noticing where the mind is, softening the body, and returning to your anchor. And as we bring this practice to a close, may we be peaceful and at ease. May our heart be soft and open. May we be safe and protected, and our body healthy and strong. And may the merit of our practice be for the benefit of all beings. And as you are ready, if the eyes were closed, you can gradually open and take a moment to just look around the room, just reorient to your space, maybe take a little bit of a stretch.
Thank you so much, Tara.
Yeah, of course. So as always, if anybody has anything they'd like to share, it could be a podcast or a book or, something you've come across recently that you want to share with the community, please, feel free to just put that in the chat. And of course, questions or comments about anything are always welcome as well.
I love this last comment that was shared about the sensation of hands when doing downward dog.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. And it's sort of like, it's not something you would just naturally always think about, right? But that sensation, that feeling is really something to tap into, and the support that provides you, the holding you up. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting, just kind of as we move through the day to really tap into the senses and to the sense experience. And we have taste and sight that we'll do over the next couple weeks. But yeah, it's a really helpful practice. And these are everyday experiences that sometimes are lost or not, and of course, all of the senses can have an unpleasant side as well. There can be unpleasant smells and unpleasant things to touch, and that's also something to work with. So it's yeah.
Yeah, Heather's mentioned a gentle scalp massage before we
Yeah,
start.
nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's
Yeah.
it's a nice way to get your body kind of used to in this calm mode.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I also think, I was thinking of other sensations. I also think about the feeling, and we've talked about this on other sessions where we connected with nature, but I love the feeling like of the wind or the breeze.
Yes.
And like that's something that I've always really connected with. And I went on this amazing walk last night when it was dark out, and it was because it was kind of toasty and towards the end of the day yesterday. So I went later, and it was just, the breeze was just amazing. So just those little things as well with nature.
Yeah.
Nice.
Comforting, right? In some way. And the feeling of that on your skin, I think what you're highlighting there is also something that can be easily missed. And, but to really feel that the way you are and take it in. Yeah.
Mm.
And
Water
water.
in my body while swimming. Yeah. Oh, definitely. Hopefully I'll feel that at some point this weekend. Well, we'll be here next week with, we'll have Mary Star Green on Tuesday.
Great.
Yeah. So looking forward to that. And so wishing you all a wonderful long weekend.
Yes. Yes.
Hoping that
Enjoy, stay safe.
yes, and take in some sunshine and
Yeah.
some relaxation and some of those like calming sensations.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Thank you
Yeah.
for joining. Thank you, Tara, for being here.
Yeah.
As always.
Of course. Yeah. My pleasure. All
Yeah.
right,
Enjoy your weekend,
everyone.
everyone. We'll see you soon.